And it looks like we are live. Thank you so very much for joining me on this Monday evening, August 6th, to another edition of Keep Calm and Carry. This is episode 20, and what better way to kick off episode 20 than with a giveaway, right? So as you guys may know, you guys are probably here for the announcement. I did put together a video just a few days ago. We'll call it a week, about 9 days ago, where I announced my 1 year anniversary, and it has been one heck of a year. Quite a interesting ride, to say the least. A lot of things going on in this last year I never thought I'd ever be a part of, and a lot of it has to do with you guys out there. So this is just one way for me to say thank you, to do a giveaway and have a lot of fun in doing it. I'm going to have a special guest that is going to help me with the very first giveaway. And it's something that this person has been asking to do for quite some time. So before we get into that, I wanted to say again, thank you for joining me on a Monday night. I know you guys are busy. I know you guys got a lot of things going on. You're still trying to shake off the weekend and all that jazz. Totally get it. I just got back from the gym not too long ago. I'm still kind of sweaty, but anyways, again, thank you so very much. Fitandfire.com is up and running, so shameless plug right there. If you guys are interested in some of the builds that I'm doing, a lot of the products that I buy, things that I like to use, some range gear, so on and so forth. Got a number of different things over there if you guys want to check it out. It does go to affiliate links, so if you guys are interested in helping out the channel by buying stuff that's not going to cost you any extra money, that's one good way to do it right there. And I wanted to say thank you to all those people that have been jumping on board some of my budget builds and budget finds and stuff like that. Those have been through affiliate links, and it's been extremely helpful with the channel. It's going to really boost up my ammo count to be able to bring you some more review videos. I got a number of different review videos coming up. In fact, I'll be doing 2 videos this next week, and hopefully I'll have those out to you very, very soon. With that being said, I couldn't do a lot of this stuff without my Patreon members. This is something that I have out there. I've never asked anyone to actually go and donate. It's something that's there for you guys to do so if you'd like to. It's as little as $1 a month if you'd like, or there's a different tier. So by all means, go check that out on Patreon. With that, I always like to say thank you to Semi-Armed Life, Drew, The Real Gun Snob, Craig, my original Patreon. He was the very first one, so I appreciate it, Craig. Thank you so much. Philip, John, Puck, 66871. Thank you guys so very much. Your financial support for the channel means so very much. So that is something I don't think I'll ever stop thanking you guys for, because it really, truly means so very, very much. Naturally, this giveaway wouldn't be possible without 2 huge companies. I wouldn't say huge companies, but companies coming through in a very huge way. Number one is Palmetto State Armory. They're the ones that pulled together the upper for me and donated that for the giveaway, to say thank you, not only for me having a channel, but also thank you guys for supporting. And then, of course, Tac Pack. If you guys don't already know, Tac Pack is a monthly membership service that you get a box in the mail every month, and it has a whole bunch of cool survival EDC stuff. And one of the items, several of the items actually, I'll be giving away is from Tac Pack. So with that being said, let's get over to the chat room and say a wonderful hello to everybody in the chat room. You guys are already hitting it up. Tim, Logan White, the Grim Reaper, GG, LFG, GG. Good to see you guys there. And CM Menzel. Good to see you. The original, right? And James, The Real Gun Snob, Thomas, Darth Vader, Fortnite. Good to see that Darth Vader's with us. I did join the dark side a long time ago. And the baddest is in the chat room. So thanks, guys, for joining me on your Monday night. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It helps with all the analytics. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into the very first giveaway. My special guest is right here. She really wanted to be a part of the giveaway. And go ahead and say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Who are you?
Corey. Brianna.
Okay, this is baby girl. I've done several videos with her, and we'll be doing more videos here pretty soon. So Dean, good to see you joining in. So the first item that we're giving away is the box. If I can get it up here. Here it is right here. I've got tons of stuff in here. I've just thrown a whole bunch of different things to include some Fort Scott Munitions morale patch. I got some mechanics gloves that I've thrown in here. Here's a t-shirt from Dagger Defense, some Facts and Firearms stickers, Palmetto State Armory, SB Tactical. I've got a hat from Geisley. Here's a magazine holder from Dagger Defense, which is actually pretty cool. I use one of these, love it to death. And just a whole bunch of other assorted things to include. This was actually from last month's. It's Pig Lube. It is a awesome cleaning kit right there for you guys. So this is all included in the first box with a whole bunch of other stuff. And a cleaning mat is in there too. So if you guys are not familiar with how I run my giveaways, we do it a really, really cool, highly sophisticated ways. We have a mixing bowl with a whole bunch of your names. This is everybody's names in here. So I just mix everything up. We had over 200 entries. So I really do appreciate everybody who commented, swung by, watched the video. For some reason, I ended up getting a down vote. Someone gave me a thumbs down. I have no idea why anybody would give me a thumbs down for a giveaway. It's free stuff, right? So how about I stop talking and we get baby girl here. Let's get this off the wall. And baby girl, if you would please pick out a name. She's mixing them up. And who do we got? Oh, look at that. The Semi-Armed Life. The Semi-Armed Life. Now I'm going to go ahead and make an executive decision on this one right here. The Semi-Armed Life is a friend to YouTube, to my channel. They have a podcast, and I'm going to go ahead and donate their win to somebody else. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw another name because I know that they would love for me to do that. So, and Mike and Elena, I know you guys would appreciate me doing this, and I'll get you guys hooked up. Don't worry about it. So here we go. We're going to draw another name. Oh,
they're stuck.
They're stuck.
Okay.
Here.
Let's use one.
There we go.
Don Wallace.
So Don Wallace. Here we go. There it is right there. Don Wallace. Congratulations to you. You are the winner, and I'm going to put your name in the box so I know exactly who won it. You're the winner of the Tac Pack Grab Box, I guess, who you want to call it. Make sure you send me an email. I've got all of my contact information down in the description below. Send me an email, and we'll exchange. I'll get your address, and I'll get it shipped off in the mail this week. So congratulations. Baby girl, thank you so much. Now you can go and watch your YouTubes or play with your toys or whatever else you want to do. All right? Thank you.
Bye.
Kisses. Mwah. Thank you. All righty. Yay, Dawn. Yeah. I hope you guys appreciated that. I know she has a lot of fun with the YouTube channel. She's actually wanting me to help her start her own YouTube channel because I guess if you guys don't already know, toy unboxing is actually really big in the YouTube world. I don't know. I got to hydrate. I've been extremely dehydrated over this weekend. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you'll know I did a threefer workout on Friday, jiu-jitsu, my 9-round workout, and then 2.7 mile run. So I've been trying to catch up since Friday on my hydration. I sweat a lot on Friday. And yeah, so one of the other things I wanted to give a good shout out to before we get into the second part, the second giveaway, is Fort Scott Munitions. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fort Scott Munitions. They're a fairly relatively new ammo manufacturer, and they produce some really interesting personal protective rounds. I'm wearing their shirt today. This is one of their shirts that they sent me in the mail. They also sent me a box of their brand new 115 grain 9mm. This is their tumble upon impact round, or their TUI. It is solid copper spun projectiles. And look at this. That is their munition. Now, this thing will tumble upon impact. I know that the Crusader Arms channel did some ballistics gel test on their 85 grain, and they developed their 115 grain to really get into the full-sized pistol market, like your Glock 17s and your MMP 2.0 full size and stuff like that, to make sure that there was enough recoil. I don't get into the science of it too much. It's a little bit above my head, but I'm going to be doing some testing on it. Probably do like a Paul Harrell meat target type of thing, and we'll see what goes on with that. So let's get back into the chat room and see what's cooking, see what you guys are going. If you guys have any questions, this is just kind of an open, free flow type of night. I don't really have anything planned. I did want to talk about Fort Scott munitions and one history thing that's going to pop up here in just a second. So I'll get to that after I give away the next one. So let's see what he got going on. It's yeah. So will you give away some AK-47s? Probably not. I'm probably not going to give away an AK-47. I have one to myself, which is a C39V2. For the American AK-47s, I hear that that's probably one of the better ones, but I'd like to get my hands on a few others before I start giving away AK-47s. Not to mention, AK-47s are not very cost prohibitive at the moment, so not like they used to be. So let's see. Logan White, I'm not sure what you're talking about. He says, for a minute, I thought you were going to say EMU manufacturer. Laugh out loud. Not sure. I like to win the Barrett 107. Yeah, not going to give away a Barrett. What do you think about the Sig Sauer P365? So very interesting that you mentioned that. So if you will excuse me for 1 second. Sorry to give you guys some dead air. Boom, right here. P365. Shot it this weekend, put about 100 rounds through this while I was doing some draw drills from a TAC Lab appendix style holster. Really like it. I've had zero problems. I've had zero deformations. I've had a couple issues with magazines not locking back to the rear, but to be frankly honest with you, that's not necessarily that big of a deal, because the way that the controls are set up and the way that I grip a gun, it may be operator induced. So I'm still working that out. But for this size of a pistol, one of the most accurate that I've ever shot. Far outshoots the Glock 26. I can tell you that right now. Excuse me. So yeah, P365. Love it. I know that my brother is actually picking up his P365 tomorrow, which I'm super excited for him. So that means that I need to get a review out on this this holster very, very soon, so I can get it back to him, because this is my brother's, and I'm just keeping it warm for him, as we say, right? So P365, I think it's done pretty well. Now, I know that a lot of people are a little hesitant with the P365 because of a lot of the issues that SIG is still trying to work out, and I totally understand and agree with that. You know, wait for a year to see what comes out of that, and I'm pretty sure that SIG is going to have a really, really good pistol out on the market. However, with that being said, I've had zero issues with this. I've had one round that jammed up. It was just a stovepipe, and it could have been as easy as me limp wristing it, or maybe the powder wasn't 100% or whatever the case may be. So Logan White asks, would the Beretta APX be worth buying? I've heard a lot of great things about it. In fact, if you would go over to 1776 or bust. He just picked his up a couple weeks ago. He's already done some range time with it and has really, really, really enjoyed it. So definitely something to check out. I am not a Beretta fan, so I don't care how good or bad a Beretta is. I more than likely will not get it because, to be frankly honest with you, I have a really bad taste in my mouth after the year that I spent in Iraq with the Beretta 92F or the Beretta M9 that I carried. There's an argument both ways, but it's just I've got a sour spot in my mouth about it, and I just don't want to get into the Beretta round. So, not to say I won't ever pick up one and shoot it. I personally will never buy a Beretta. Just me. So, Nick says I saw the P365 at TriggerCon 1 week ago. It looked and felt incredible. Did you buy the 12 round mags with it? No, I haven't been able to be frankly honest, actually, I've forgotten about the 12 rounds. The 10 rounds are just as good. I carried a Glock 26 for like 2 years and had 10 round magazines. No problems there. 10 rounds, I think, is plenty good. Most statistics are going to find that you're going to have an engagement that's going to last 3 rounds, 3 seconds, and 3 yards. So that's kind of what I expect. And I got 20 rounds of the G2 Research Talos, and here pretty soon it's going to be the Fort Scott munitions that I'll be swapping out as soon as I get done testing it. So yeah, I really don't have much reason to get a 12 round. Not to say that they're not viable. Not to say I wouldn't want one. So I don't know. Maybe for Christmas or something, maybe you guys drop a hint to the wife, you know? Let's see what else. Joseph Pettis says, I like my MMP 2.0. Yes, I have a review coming up on the MMP 2.0 here real quick, and we're going to do a compare and contrast with the MMP 2.0 and the MMP Core. That'll be pretty interesting. So without further ado, I've kept you guys waiting here long enough. Let's get into the second prize pack that I've got going on. If you guys don't remember, it is Tac Pack's June Tac Pack box, and it is their 12-inch handguard, and it comes with a low-profile gas block, gas tube, and then all of the M-LOK Picatinny sections with it. And it will also come with the Palmetto State Armory nickel boron bolt carrier group. So as you can see, I'm standing that up right there, and it is standing up just like this. So you can tell the gas rings are really, really good. See, I'm barely holding it, and the gas rings are good, which is something I always want to look at when you're looking at a bolt carrier group. Staking is top notch. I have no problems there. From here, I don't know if they'll show up on the camera very well, but staking's really, really good, and it is MPI tested. So that's always great too. Now it's not HP tested, but it is MPI tested. So love these. Easy to clean too. Super, super easy to clean. It will come in this nice little tube for you guys. I'll pack it up into a box and get it sent over. So let's get into it. I know you guys are waiting. Here we go. Oh, who's it going to be? We can give a call out. I do have permission to donate another name if I pick it. Oh man, this is awesome. This is so awesome. This guy, I am super happy for. I am so freaking happy for Kevin Ekdahl. Congratulations, Kevin. You've been in my chat rooms a lot, along with a lot of other people, and I sure do appreciate it. I don't know if he's made it on tonight, but Kevin, congratulations. I'm super happy for you guys. Oh man, that's so awesome to see you win that. So, okay, we'll get into the grand prize here in just a second. I'm super excited. Woo! Wow. I can't tell you how excited I am that Kevin won. That just means a lot. All of you guys, it doesn't matter who wins. All of you guys deserve to win equally. If I could give each and every single one of you that entered into the contest a prize, I surely would. But to be frankly honest with you, I don't make that much money, and I don't have that good of connections with the companies yet. So so we'll get into the grand prize here in just a second. Before I get back into that, let's scroll back up because I saw some other people had some comments. See, GG says, anyone checked out the Beretta M9A3? Now, the M9A3 is the upgraded version. Usually, I think, if I remember correctly, the Marine Marsoff guys were using that. It has a Picatinny rail section on the bottom. And I believe it's also Cerakoted in Desert Tan or Coyote Brown, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, it's a Beretta. I mean, I don't know if they've put any type of upgrades into it. Maybe they've upgraded the trigger. The biggest problem that I have with the Beretta 92F or the Beretta M9 is the fact that the slide is open, right? So the barrel is exposed, which that means that the bottom, the frame, ends up being a trough for dirt and dust and gook and grime and everything else. And that it eventually starts fouling up your recoil spring and recoil guide and can get into the trigger and everything else. And it just ends up being this big old trough of stuff. And that's what I came into having a lot of problems with when I was in Iraq. We had to clean that. Your pistols had to be cleaned every single day. And it just, I didn't particularly care for it. So that's one of my major complaints about it. Tom says, do you like the Walther Q5? I have not tried or looked at the Q5 yet, but I will. I'm jotting a note down right here. Walther Q5. The Walther PPS actually was my very first concealed carry pistol. So I have I don't know what do you want to say, a special place in my heart for the Walther series. I've always loved the P38s as a historical pistol, so it's definitely something I need to check out. Let's see. Mike, hey, Mike. Good to see you. Glad to see you in the chat room. He's dropping in and says, watch Known P10C Issues by Earl. And it's an interesting video. I'll definitely check that out because I've been interested in the P10C. They've said that it's the Glock killer. And I'd be interested to see what they have to say about that. David G says, bought a Canik TP9SF Elite a couple months ago. Nice Warren sights and a very nice trigger. Put it 200 rounds of different manufacturers of bullets without any issues. And I've heard a lot of good things about Canik. However, something that a lot of people don't know is Canik has had a recall. So everybody's been jumping on the bandwagon about SIG and how they suck and how, you know, the P320 and the P365 has nothing but issues and issues and issues. But no one's saying anything about Canik and their recall, you know? So not to say that Caniks are bad, but you know, you gotta take the good with the bad on both of those. So let's see. I'm going to butcher this name. I'm sorry, but Sazam Wazlocker, shooting alone at the range. How to protect your guns when you're downrange checking and sighting targets. It's a very good question. All right. So one thing that I do is, number one, no weapon is going to be loaded unless it's on me, right? So if I'm at the range, I'm shooting alone, which I'm fortunate enough to do at Tall Grass Shooting Sports. And my dad can attest to that because yesterday my dad was with me shooting, and you guys over on Instagram got a little treat to see the man himself, the guy who taught me how to shoot. Got to see him shoot some rounds downrange, and And let me tell you, he shot a P220. It's a 45. And he showed me up. He was able to ping a target at 75 yards with a 45 ACP. So anyway, I digress. All of my weapons are going to be clear. I know they're clear. I've checked them. And then what I also do is I cant them at a 45-degree angle away from where I'm going to be, right? So with that being said, that's something to take into consideration. One of the other things to do is not even to break your different pistols, rifles, whatever. If you got them in a box, leave them in a box until you're ready to shoot it. And when you're done shooting, clear it, make sure it's cleared, and then pack them back up unless it's something that you carry. And if once you carry it, then you put it into a holster, right? So make sure that that trigger is guarded at all times. So, and let's see. CM Menzel says that he picked up a P10C and loves it. So I guess that's what it goes into Mike's comments. And Mike also says, agree, Berettas are goofy at best. So, all right, let's get back and caught up with some of the things going on here. Any thoughts on Springfield Armory's TRP? Yeah, my thoughts on Springfield Armory is screw them. I'm still not over what they did in Illinois. I'm not going to be over it for a while. One of my dream guns is a Springfield M1A, but after the stunt that they pulled in Illinois, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not even going to try anything. I'm not going to pick anything up. I'm not even going to shoot anything from Springfield. The only thing that I have that I own that has the Springfield name on it is a 1911 A1 that my father built for me as a coming home present from Afghanistan. And that is a heirloom to me. I will never sell that pistol. Yes, it's a 1911. I know everybody has their qualms about 1911s, but I love 1911s. I think they're probably one of the sleekest pistols that are out there. I think they're beautiful, much like the Browning high powers. I think those are beautiful as well. But I'm sorry, Springfield has lost my trust, and I will not mess with them. So actually, I put Beretta above Springfield. So there you go. Nick says, let's see if I can find my cursor here. Nick says, I bought a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 2.0 2 weeks ago with crimson green laser attachment. Haven't been to the range yet, but hoping to later this week. What are your thoughts on the gun and integrated lasers? So I personally think that lasers don't necessarily hurt, but as long as you have good fundamentals and you understand how to adequately draw, present, find your front sight post, and shoot, and have good trigger management, good trigger squeeze, all of that, good sight alignment, you go through the fundamentals, you get a good base, which comes with training, right? I'm a big advocate of training. If you do all of that, lasers are not necessary. Does it make you more accurate? Yes, it could, as long as the laser is zeroed and stays zeroed. I've picked up a laser before. I've put it on a pistol. I had a laser on my Glock 19 for like a day. I zeroed it in, I banged it around a little bit, just to kind of replicate recoil, and the laser ended up jockeying off of zero. So I personally would not use a laser because I feel confident in my abilities on my own. Now, if you're saying, how do you feel about a red dot? I like red dots a little bit better. And you guys know that an RMR got put onto my Glock 19. But as far as lasers, I don't necessarily think they hurt. If you like them, by all means, use them. If it makes you more confident, good for you. I just have confidence in my own skills and my foundations that I've trained on, and going through training with Thunderbird and with tactical response. Hopefully here soon, I'm hoping to train with John Correa with ASP. Or active self-protection. That's coming up in October. I'm hoping to make that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because it ends up being the same weekend as my daughter's birthday. And every father should know baby girl comes first. So if not, then I'm looking at maybe getting hooked up with some training down in Oklahoma. There's a good trainer down there called 50 Tactical. I follow them on Instagram and really do like what he's doing. So yeah. All right. So let me catch back up and see what else you guys got going on. Scroll through. What do you think about the 7.62 by 39 AR-15? I built one about 1,000 rounds in and not one hiccup, but I built an AR solely for 7.62 by 39 round, down to the firing pin, C product, mag, rocks. Okay, so I think that if you really like AR-15s, but you also like a 30 caliber round that's not going to beat you to death, the 7.62 by 39 or like the CMMG Mutant AR-15, that's a viable choice. Me personally, yeah, I'm probably going to heckle for this, but I'm kind of a purist, right? So either do an AR-15 or do an AK-47. That's just me. If you like to meld both worlds, by all means. You have the AK round with something familiar like an AR-15. I know Mike from the Semi-Armed Life feels that the direct impingement style of AR-15 for the gas blowback and recoil system is actually more reliable than the AK-47. I'm sure there's people that will argue that both ways, day and night. But I will say one point that Mike made from Semi-Armed Life about direct impingement is that the heat disbursement is all through the length of the weapon, whereas all of the heat with an AK-47 is up front. So if you like to shoot the 7.62 by 39 round, but don't want to have to deal with wearing gloves every single time that you shoot, yeah, by all means, AR-15 with the 7.62 conversion shenanigans, yeah, go right on ahead. Saw that with the Rock Island 1911. Yeah, James, yeah, thanks. Yeah, Dad, man, he never ceases to amaze me. So Keith Gregory made a comment about the Crimson Trace lasers, that they've had a recall on some of their lasers. So definitely check that out. Have you ever used a 50 caliber? Yes, in multiple different ways. One, I've shot a Barrett 50 cal. So I've done that back in my Army time. And then when I was in the Army, we have a Ma Deuce. You have to qualify with Ma Deuce. I did that on a tripod and a tank. So Ma Deuce is fun. It's been around for 100 years for a reason, because what Ma Deuce says, Ma Deuce does. So there you go. All right, let me catch up. I know that you guys have. Hey, what about Valor Ridge? David G. Matter of fact, that is actually one of the training companies that I would like to get hooked up with probably in 2019. So I have to manage my time off from work very, very closely, because got a lot of stuff going on with the family. We like to take pretty extended vacations, at least a week or more. And with me being an Army wife, the fact that my wife is in the Army and I'm an Army dependent, she has the opportunity to take anywhere between 2 and 4 weeks off of work at one point in time. And so sometimes I get to work remotely or take time off. And so I have to balance SHOT Show, NRA annual meeting, Iraq Veteran 8888's range day, all these different things as a YouTuber. I have to balance all of that time off of work and then family time as well. So Valor Ridge may be something that I jump on next year. If not, I would like to get into a Daniel Shaw class, which there'll be one here in Kansas in September. So I'm hoping to get on board with that. Or back to Camden, Tennessee with tactical response and maybe take their defensive carbine or their carbine vitals course or whatever they call it. So just scrolling through, checking things out, and let me catch up. You guys, man, you guys are crushing the comment section. So before I do the grand prize, I know you guys are waiting. I've been babbling on for 35 minutes now. Here we go. Today is August 6th. And if you guys are not history buffs, I am a history major. My dad reminded me what today was. And 73 years ago today was a very epic day in this world's history. And I'd like to see in the comment section if anybody knows what happened today 73 years ago. And there it is right there. Boom. Keith Gregory right off the bat right there. The bomb was dropped. Yes. Today, 73 years ago, we dropped the first atomic bomb in anger on Hiroshima. And that's something that, weighs heavy, war, someone who's been to combat in 2 different theaters, has seen some pretty tragic things. Yeah, that was, that weighs heavy on my heart. You don't know me here in the chat room says that his dad was born. So congratulations and happy birthday to your dad. Hate to say that at the same time that I'm talking about the bomb was dropped. So anyway, I just now saw that Elena is in the chat room. So good to see you there. And Black Diamond Guns and Gear, Josh and Josh guys are in the chat room. So I wanted to give you guys a real good shout out. So with that being said, is it that time, guys? Is it time to give things away? Okay. So I'm going to give away the grand prize, and then I'm going to hang out and just kind of chit chat with you guys a little bit further. And if you guys are more than welcome to stay or leave or whatever else. But before anyone goes, I want to say thank you so very much once again from the bottom of my heart for making this channel so successful over this last year. My goal is to be at 5,000 subscribers by October. The first weekend of October is the Iraq Veteran 8888's Range Day, and I'd like to be at 5,000 by then. So by all means, guys, share my videos with friends, encourage people to subscribe. I'm going to continue to put out as good content as I possibly can and try to improve as I go. So with that being said, here it is. Just wanted to give you guys a second glance at the Palmetto State Armory 16-inch Freedom Upper. It's their 7075 T6 aluminum forged upper receiver, 13-inch handguard, M-lock with the QD mounts on either side, as you can see right there. 16-inch 1-in-7 twist 5.56 barrel. So there you guys go. Good luck to you. I hope that I'm able to pick someone awesome to win this thing. And again, I wish that I could give each and every one of you guys something to say thank you. About the only thing I can do is give you a 15% discount on Revolutionary Patriot apparel. So if you guys are interested in that, you can hit that up. Hopefully I can find other discounts for you guys as well. So here we go. You guys ready? Have I drawn it out enough? All right, here we go. Let's get in here and let's pick it. And here we go. I wish I had a drum roll, but I don't. So some sticking on the sides. And here we go. And we've got Kelly SP. There we go. Kelly SP has won the upper receiver. So congratulations to Kelly. I will put that with the upper receiver. So sorry guys, Kelly's won the upper. I really do appreciate everybody's support in the channel. I wish, again, like I said, that I could give one of those Elena, damn it, Kelly, give you guys all an upper. Because you guys are just awesome. That's how much you guys mean to me. Again, I'm going to continue to put out really, really great content. Sneak peek for you guys. The next two videos that I'm putting out is the first one is going to be a Daniel Defense AR pistol that I'm super excited about, and the next one is going to be the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 and the M&P Core, both in 9mm. I'm going to do kind of a, hey, here's the 2.0 and here's kind of the differences between both of those, give you kind of my thoughts. So MBR549 says, I identify as Kelly. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, I can be Kelly. I'm sorry, guys. I really wish that I would be able to give you all one of those. So Kelly's sick prize. That's right. So you guys, oh man, you guys rock. That's all I can say. That's really all I can say. So no BR549, you don't win. We've had this conversation. I know that you're not a female. I know that you identify as a man. So we've had this conversation. All right. So I self ID as Kelly. All right. You guys crack me up. Mike says that he played baseball with a badass guy named Kelly. Right. So yeah. But it's spelled IE, not Y or EY. So, all right. So, with that being said, what other questions you guys got? I'm going to scroll back up and talk about and see if what else you guys got going on. Let's see. CNN just reported it was Russian bots and to immediately blame Trump. All right. So, I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. Wait, we're still talking. Must have been Russia. Russian hackers at work. Right on. You guys, you lost me there. So, all right. So, let's see. Again, yes. R. Kelly sings R&B. Yeah. So, Benjamin King, who won second and third. So, second, just to recap, let's go back through everybody who won. Let's see here. I have the Kevin Ekdahl won the upper. So I've got it stuck right here. Kevin Ekdahl won the handguard and the bulk carrier group. And then we did Semi-Armed Life actually won the grab bag for the box. And it looks like my little tag fell into the box. So I'm going to have to dig into the box to find. Here it is. So Don Wallace won the first place prize for the Tac Pack grab box and assorted winnings stuff. And then Kelly SP won the upper receiver. So congratulations to all of you guys. And yes, Nico says Semi-Armed Life 1 rigged, which is why I re-picked, because I knew you guys would say that. I also had Drew Lovelace. He's a huge supporter. And if I'm being completely transparent and honest, Drew is my best friend. Has been my best friend of mine anyways since 8th grade. So he texted me and said, if I win, pick somebody else and take all of my entries for somebody else. So he had 5 entries. He's a Patreon guy. So yeah, so I try to be as fair and as honest as I can with you guys. So anyway, that being said, looks like I'm buffering. Okay, I'm up. I'm sorry, guys. On my side, it looks like I'm buffering, so I apologize for that. And uh, you guys are saying, "Yeah, see you." You seem confused. Yeah, again, on my side, I've got not only do I have my Google Hangouts on one side, but in order for me to see the chat room, I've got the actual YouTube live stream up and going as well. So no buffering issues. So thank goodness. So great, wonderful. Izzy Hard tacos are the best. Long is in the chat room. No worries, I'm being late. I really appreciate you swinging by. Unfortunately, Izzy, you did not win any of the prizes. So even if you did win, I was more than likely going to donate your winnings to somebody else. Anyway, Russians rigged it. Yes, yes. I don't know if you guys know, but I do come from direct Russian heritage. I do not. That is a lie. I do not. So anyway, with that being said, what else? What other questions you guys got going on? Any questions for me? Let me show you. So we talked about some of the next videos that are coming up. We're going to do a Daniel Defense video. We're going to do a Smith & Wesson M&P. And then immediately following that is my newest edition, my newest personal edition. Nothing that I have to give back. The M&Ps are loaned to the channel, so I'm going to have to give back to those. And then I have to send back the Daniel Defense AR pistol. But one that is going to be with me for a very, very long time and something I'm extremely happy about is this guy right here. So this is the CZ75 SPO1 Tactical. It's a really smooth shooter. I've shot about 20 rounds through it so far. Just one trip to the range real quick to make sure that everything was working properly, and it's a smooth shooter. So this will be the third video that I put out here very soon. One of the questions that came in from You Don't Know Me is best budget 1911. So I'm a little biased on this one. Right now, I think that I really think that Rock Island is putting out some really good 1911s. I do know that my brother just picked up a Ruger SR 1911, and I believe that the Ruger is going to be a good choice. Ruger's got a good quality name behind it. So if you're looking for one that's going to be I don't know, I guess if you want to say necessarily tactical, the Rock Island 1911 A1 TAC 2 in 9mm is pretty awesome. So it's a all steel frame, slide, all that jazz in a 9mm. So the recoil is just so super buttery smooth. Or you can get it in 45 as well. You can get the TAC 2 in 45. If you're looking for something historical, Taylor's and Company does a 1911 A1, and it's basically made by the same factory as the Rock Islands, but since it's Taylor's and Company, you can actually pick it up for a little bit cheaper. And then you got the SR 1911. The SR 1911 is going to be a step above the Rock Island. It may not have as many features, but the quality, you're going to know the quality is going to be there because it's a Ruger. So yeah, I would go with that. So yes, the 9mm is what I want. Yeah, then I would go with the Ruger on that. My dad and I had a conversation this weekend about Kimbers. I would stay away from Kimbers right now. So definitely start looking into a lot of YouTube video reviews on the Kimbers. They're starting to call them Jam-O-Matics. I've seen a lot of memes out on Instagram talking about Kimbers in 1911. So definitely keep that in mind. Just because you're spending a lot more money doesn't necessarily you're getting anything better. Now, if you have the means and the ability to reach out and buy something, kind of buy once, cry once type of thing, Wilson Combat 1911 all day long. But you're talking, $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 for a 1911. So yeah, I don't know. Rock Island is with Springfield. Boycott them. No. That wasn't Rock Island. That was Rock River. Rock River Arms and Springfield, Keith, Rock River Arms and Springfield were both in that Illinois thing. Rock Island, they're good to go. So if I'm wrong, then please correct me. But I see Bradley here. Rock River was with Springfield. So good. I've been vindicated. So yeah, definitely there. So let's see. I want to see if I can grab. Let's see if I can. Oh, what's my EDC? So I don't have my EDC on me right now. I have it put away, but my current EDC that I'm carrying is switching between two things. The number one is going to be my Glock 19 that has all the upgrades, and I owe you guys a upgrade video to show you all the different upgrades. But those upgrades include a awesome stippling job from Williams Gunworks out of Wichita, Kansas. So I love Williams Gunworks. They do a great job. They did a great job on all the stippling work. Then they also Cerakoted. They did an RMR cut on the slide, and then Cerakoted that, and then I added the suppressor height sights from Ameriglow. So it's basically the IDOT sights that I had on the Glock originally, and then I just got the suppressor heights, put an RMR on it, and then have a Faxon threaded barrel. It's gold. So it really kind of kicks. Yeah, I'll show you guys everything, and I just got it sighted in and feel really confident with the RMR. The RMR red dot on a pistol is something I've never shot before. This is the first one, so it took me a couple weeks of shooting it to get it sighted in, to understand it. I've got it zeroed in at 10 yards now, and my dad yesterday looked at me and he's like, "You really got that zeroed in, don't you?" I freaking just hammered a hole like this at 10 yards with that red dot. So it's definitely where you put that red dot is where those rounds are going to go once you've got it sighted in. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's sitting right on top of the sights, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to sit that way. So still a little bit of tinkering I got to do, but that's number one. And then I've already shown it in earlier in the show. The next one is my Glock P365. This is my kind of summer concealed carry. A lot of people is like, "Oh, you should never have a summer and a winter. You should have just one." But to be frankly honest with you, when I'm wearing shorts, I don't want to concealed carry a Glock 19. P365, can't beat it right now. Yes, they have problems. They're working through it, but I'm going to stand by SIG and see what happens. So, and sounds like the dogs are going crazy because someone just hit on the door. So, ooh, let's see. Will you show an AK-47 too? Yeah, not right now. I don't have one available. So, yeah. Rock Islands was the workhorses, apparently. I've never shot one, but I imagine they are like the Wassers of 1911s. Yeah, actually they are. Now, I will say that 1911s have very, very high tolerances, so you have to keep them clean. And one of the things that I did with my Rock Island is I threw it in dirt and covered it up, pulled it out, shot it. It worked, but I think I may have gotten some dirt into the extractor claw, because since then I've had issues with rounds not being extracted. So I'm going to need to disassemble it completely and get it all nice and cleaned up. So we'll see about that. Yeah, Florida, it's hot. Yep, it's going to be hot. So single stack AS. Yep, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you guys are carrying double stacks and are comfortable, that's great. But if it's really hot outside and you need to wear minimal clothes, single stacks are the way to go. Someone's trespassing. We've got a German Shepherd. Yeah, so you guys heard my dogs. We have a German Shepherd. Barks really, really loud and growls at people. Harmless. Really wouldn't hurt a fly, I don't think, unless they were trying to do something to us. So I'm pretty sure. Kevin Dixie from NOC. Yeah, I would love to get in with NOC. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, NOC, he's the trainer out of St. Louis. I met him at NRAM, and super cool dude. yeah, I would definitely do a live stream with him. Let's see if I can get in contact with him, see if he'd be interested. We can talk about a number of different things. He's big into trying to curb inner city crime through gun awareness, gun responsibility, and stuff like that. So that'd be a very interesting one. See if we can get that happening. So that about basically covers everything that I got going on. Hey everybody, I sure do appreciate it. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap things up. I want to say thank you to everybody who swung by tonight. I know that a lot of people were swinging by just to see the announcement of the giveaway, and that's perfectly fine. Any and all support to the channel, I sure do appreciate. But you guys that have stuck around in the chat room, I sure do appreciate it. You guys mean so much. Some people that I want to say a heart-filled thank you to are people like Izzy Long, who week after week on my live chats are in the chat room. My friends Jackie Billings, Sean Curtis. You guys know that I've been friends with Johnny from 180 Second Ideas. I sure do appreciate him. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot. So on my giveaway video, someone pointed out that I was on the Gun Guy TV's live chat and that I didn't mention him in my giveaway video, and I need to correct that. Joel Persinger is a saint, and let me tell you, that guy is fighting one heck of a fight out in California. Not only is he a Californian, he was born and raised in California, in San Diego. He's going to stay in California. He's not moving away. He runs a YouTube channel to try to educate people about firearms, but he also trains people in firearms as well. So he does all three of these things and stays connected with the political climate in California. That guy rocks. He's one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. If you guys ever send him a message or something like that, he usually gets back to you guys. I sent him an email just on a whim, and that's kind of how we got to know each other. I was on his live chat. He was on my live chat. And yeah, he's a genuine dude. I got to meet him at SHOT Show and had a great time. We stood and talked right in front of Daniel Defense's booth for about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, somewhere in there. And man, I owe a lot of my success to him as well. He, if I remember correctly, he put me over to the 1,000 subscriber mark with our interaction. So I owe a lot to him as well, on top of Johnny and John and Mike and Elena from Semi-Armed Life, and I'm spacing it, Jackie Billings and Sean Curtis, and then all of my friends to the to the Fit and Fire family. You guys mean so very much. So yeah. Will he give away too? I don't know if he's doing a giveaway. But again, yeah, I said her name. I said her name right. Elena, I got your name right for once. So cheers. Cheers to you guys. Thanks again. I sure do appreciate everybody's support of the channel. Again, I've been kind of a bit on a hiatus over the last couple of weeks, but most of that has been at the range filming a lot of B-roll. So hopefully that will be reflected in the future videos. So with that, thanks again. I sure do appreciate everybody's supports. I keep on saying it, but I sure do mean it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll wrap everything up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm on Twitters, but I don't really use it too much. Facebook as well. I'm on there. And check out fitandfire.com. If you guys need anything, I've got some great links to some awesome deals. Check that out. With that, that's really all I got tonight. Thanks so much for joining me on a Monday night. Take care. Keep calm and carry. See you guys. Bye.